Guys, it's Roberto Clemente, and I'm really excited because today I'm going to share with you about how to use this standard operating procedure template. Operations and systems is something that I'm really passionate about, so I can't wait to share this with you. Anyways, this is our standard operating procedure template. It's very easy to use, and we have thought of everything so you don't have to, and everything is already built for you, and is really, really easy and intuitive to use. Basically, this is our standard operating procedure template, and this is an explanation about SOPs, which is basically explain what are standard operating procedures. It says standard operating procedures aren't just documentation; they're a strategic asset that adds value and empowers your business to scale, perform, and thrive. And it goes over what is standard operating procedure, step-by-step guide, and reasons why you should have standard operating procedure in your business, and what a standard operating procedure should include. And there's tips to build your standard operating procedures, and there's even a script that you can use for your standard operating procedure, right? When you're recording videos, and then there's a how-to video here, and this is the general standard operating procedure database. This is not one standard operating procedure template. It is a database of standard operating procedures, and it's really easy to generate a standard operating procedure. All you have to do is click new page, click new page, click new page, and you can have, guess what, unlimited standard operating procedures. All right, you can share them to with as many people as you want, and you can have as many as you want, and this will be free. And when you open a standard operating procedure, all right, let's open a standard operating procedure. Here is the setup on how to build this standard operating procedure. You can assign it to somebody, or a department, or a position on your company. And then this is already, you just got to fill the red lines here with in order to generate the purpose or create the purpose, and then the scope, right? So this is just for you to fill out, and then review it by the last review date. This is automatic. Build or assign. You can assign this to somebody to build it. All right. These are different departments. So you can have departments and positions. And the next review date, if you want to review your standard operating procedure every 3 months, you can put the date here. And then if it's a process related or a standalone standard operating procedure. So let me explain. Okay. So basically you have standard operating procedures in your business, and each standard operating procedure is connected to a process. Okay. This is the process. Okay. So let's say that this is the sales process in your business. Okay, the sales process. Okay, and then for the sales process, you have different standard operating procedures. You have maybe a standard operating procedure for lead gen. Then you have to have a standard operating procedure for appointment setting. Maybe inside appointment setting or inside of each one, there's actually more standard operating procedures. And then you have the sales, where the actual sales calls takes place. Okay, so you have 3 standard operating procedures, all multiple standard operating procedures for every single. Each one of this is actually a process as well, but this is the overall process. Okay, all for the sales process. So every standard operating procedure should be connected or could be connected to other standard operating procedures as part of a process. And guess what? We thought about that too. Therefore, we created the process connectors. It's pretty cool. All you have to do is click here, and then you can basically relate it to another standard operating procedure. All right, you can relate it to the sales standard operating procedure. And if we name standard operating procedure, it's on the table, it's going to show here, and you'll be able to connect it. As easy as that. And then it explains what process connectors are. Okay, and it explains exactly what I just said. Then you have the abbreviations for standard operating procedures. All right, if there is any abbreviation, you can put it here with a note or an explanation of what is it. And then you have the body of the standard operating procedure. You can name the standard operating procedure here. Okay, so I don't know, lead generation if you want to. And then here, you can just generate new steps for the standard operating procedures. These are new steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. You can name this if you want to. Okay, step 1 and name it. What is it? And then, I don't know. Think of that, I'll leave that to you. Here is the description of the process. Step, like 1, to do. And then the red flags are actually, important notes, common errors or changes, right? Or urgent or important things, relevant things that you want to add here. So you can add them here if you want to. Okay. And then at the end, well, you got a table here for, say, if you want to include software, video link, and stuff like that. You can do it as well inside the standard operating procedure if you wish to do so, or you can include it here, and then you can add priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, then the frequency of the standard operating procedure, duration, resources, link, last edits. And this is automatic here. And then the frequently asked questions about the standard operating procedure. This is an example, right? And then you have the process connector. Let's say that this standard operating procedure actually is linked to a process, right? And it's going to be in that table as well, because we have a table for all the standard operating procedures. So it's a database of all the different standard operating procedures. You can connect it here if you want to. Okay, you can connect it with multiple. You can connect with one. All right, so this one is already connected up there. So I'm just going to remove that one. There you go. Then what's the trigger event for the next standard operating procedure? You can include it here. And at the end, this is very, very important. At the end, you have an acknowledgement form. So by having this acknowledgement form, you will know that the team member will actually went through the standard operating procedure, understood the standard operating procedure. There's an acknowledgement. They have to sign here and they submit it. And then you have a form inside our workspace here, where workspace, you will be able to see who followed the standard operating procedure, and you'll also see their signature. Therefore, they cannot say they didn't go through it. Okay. So very, very important. So this is built in accountability as well. And it's a complete standard operating procedure. There's other platforms out there that will charge you for having less features than this. And so you'll get this one. Just reach out to me, right? And if you have any questions about it, let me know. If you're excited, you wish, the standard operating procedure to include anything else, let me know. But we thought about everything, literally. So anyways, get in touch with us. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.